Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, question of the night. What is Nina's next move for Carly and Drew? Because, like I've been saying over the weekend, you know my girl Nina, which I still cannot believe I'm actually saying. But you know my girl Nina is not just going to, she's not just going to sit there and just let that ish go. Okay? She is ready for war. Okay? She's ready for war. Carly has no experience in that they're running a magazine, and she knows that. So, anyway, we're going to be simply talking about all the shows: General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Born and Beautiful, Young and the Restless. Let's do a roll call real quick and get this started. As you're coming in, make sure you do hit the like button. Really does help. Jonathan, what's good, my friend? Johnson says maybe Nina will try to break them up. Maybe. Kyrie's, I can't believe it. I know Nina's your girl. My boy Kyrie's the one and only. Blackmod, aka Mr. GQ. Laura B's in the chat. How are you doing tonight? Yes, we're gonna be talking about all of it. Okay, we're gonna be talking about how Daniel's a scumbag on Y&R. We're gonna be sitting there talking about B&B, Poppy, almost getting her unmentionables known or shown. Her daughter, Freddie's in the chat, accidentally. Um, as you know, she was about to walk up in there. Crystal, how you doing tonight? Lobby says doing okay. How ate you are? I've been keeping warm. Oh, I'm good. It was a little brick outside earlier, but more on Kyrie's. You know my girl Donna is an exception. You know my girl Donna is an exception. But those damn Logans, aren't they just the worst Kyrie's? Just the effing worst. Except for Donna. He says, yeah, I'm saying all my wine I rap for my stream. Yep. Yeah, here's the thing, Carrie. I saw your short. It was funny. I saw your short. It was funny. Lord B, he reminded me. Kyrie's reminded me. And you know what? I'm actually gonna go back to your short, and I'm gonna write a comment that you're not gonna probably like. But I feel like I need to sit there and write it anyway. Oh, nice! Happy birthday, Freddie. Yes, I did, Kyrie's. And I kind of disagree with you on one part. I do. Francis look like S Monster is about to be unleashed. Jonathan, did you get my email? Let me know if you got my email, Jonathan. You're not gonna like me for saying this, but I need to say this. Kenneth Clark. Kenneth Clark is in the chat. What's good? I'm writing it right now too. All right, there we go. And I put it up there. Kenneth Clark and Kyrie's Clark. Oh, Clarice. Good. Good to hear that. I would have messaged you sooner, but the weekend was kind of hectic. So I was like, all right, let me sit there and message you today. So, Ronnie Ron kind of says, I'm so glad my Bill and Poppy bagel didn't do Poppy bagel. I love it. I don't. I don't trust her one bit. Whoa. Okay. Ida's in the chat. Ronnie Ron says Daniel and Danny are the same, like father and son. Absolutely, both a bunch of effing scumbag. There you go, Ron. See, Ron is on my exactly, Freddie. Carly has zero experience running the magazine. Harry says, "I'm not going to let you punish the father for his son's actions." Well, I mean, me Ronnie agrees that both of them are scumbags. Oh, of course, I gotta sit there and ask how you doing, Aubrey. By the way, Kyrie, so I wrote the comment. I wrote it on your short. But yes, Jonathan, I think it would actually be really fun to do. So, really fun to do. I'm looking forward towards that. Freddie, even she says so. She was like, "Yo, listen, I'm just gonna tank the company." Kenneth says, "I'm on Lee's side. Poppy just want a rich guy, but Don, aka Bill, looks amazing. Been a fan since his grad days on Young and Restless." Here we go with the excuses. Kyrie says, "Wow, you're actually Kenneth. Okay, all right. Listen, I mean, seriously, what's wrong? What's wrong with a rich man? Kenneth. I mean, he's a good-looking man. Just happens to be rich. He's a good-looking man that just happens to be rich. Kenneth. That's how I look at it. I think Leah is just so out of pocket. Honestly, to tell you the truth, she just needs some dick. I'm sorry, but I had to sit there and say it. That's what she needs desperately. Kenneth says, Ron, Danny is a good man. Krista says, so there was no kidnapping. Ace is happily with his dad. I mean, yeah, but he's also missing his mom now, too, Crystal. Kenneth says, nothing. He's my dollar bill. He's my dollar bill, not hers. I'm going to have the teacher a lesson. Okay. Sound like fighting words right there, Kenneth. Double C's in the chat was good. Anthony, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear you're not feeling well. I hope you feel better soon. Ron says Danny is not a man. He's an effing coward. And Phyllis is thirsty. You hear that, Kyrie's? Ron says Danny is not a man. He's an effing coward. Ooh, ultimate coward. And I agree with that, by the way. Kyrie says Phyllis is horrible. How can anyone root for that miserable woman? God damn. Innocent, I heard she's supposed to be going on a date with Carter as what? What? Are you serious, Kenneth? Freddie says Carly agreed to exactly. That's exactly what I said, Freddie. I was like, yo, why are you gassing that woman's head up? Why are you gassing that woman's head up? You know damn well that Carly is not fit for this job. Carly even said she wasn't fit for the job. Bobby says I have a bad feeling Lucy's going to tank deception, so Maxie will need a place to go. She's supposed to be going with Carter. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I know. The thing is, Kyrie's. I mean, Danny is supposed to have some self control. Drew's more. I see that, and I agree with that. Terry says, and also you're gonna wear into my medication expires. Matter of fact, I'm responding directly on my stream. I'll send you a short. Uh, I love it, Kyrie's. I love it. Tim says, seriously, my friend, I got chills when I saw Nikki in Claire's room today. I thought it was, I was going to say the same thing. Kenneth, I was like, yo, but then also was like, Nikki, why are you standing over her like that for? Johnson says, do you think Nina would try to sabotage Crimson? Just, no, I don't think she would, Jonathan, because the employees are there. And the reason why she decided to quit was so this way she can save the employees' jobs. Unless she just goes crazy and decides to change her mind, but Obi says, I can't believe what the writers are doing to Drew. Yeah, I said the same thing. I was like, yo, why are you sitting there standing over her like that for? That's just creepy. Freddie says Carly should just stay working at Bobby's, so her saying she's done with getting back at Nino was just lip service. Yeah. Yep, that's right. That is right, Freddie. Carrie says, and you're 100% right about Lee. She needs some strong. Yeah, she does. Hard body. Like, listen, that little battery powered friend can only do so much. Just saying. Ron says, Albert, I knew that Alex would catch Brady and Teresa in lip lock. Yeah, and then Teresa just made up a bunch of excuses like there was no tomorrow. I was like, boo, you need to, I was like, just cop up to it. I agree, double C. Okay. Now I can turn on my music. Johnson says, who would run Bobby while Carly is working at Crimson? Nobody. She can't do both. I know she wants to sit there and try to hire somebody, but she can't do both. And Kyrie's, I'm just not the same. Like Heather does look good. Like Heather does look good. Maybe Jocelyn. No. Jocelyn may be able to sit there and bust some tables and maybe, you know, serve some stuff every now and then, but no. Krista says I'm more fit from cruising. Huh? Run. I'm more. I don't know what you mean. Freddie says she did a few times to Albert. What? Jocelyn? Now Ron says Heather looks way better than Lily. Way better than Lily. What the? Oh, my goddamn Bluetooth just go out like that. Now, Kenneth said, "Don't tell Eden, but I like temporary Jocelyn, no shade." Okay. Yeah, no, Kyrie's no Melanie. Melanie is good for that. How are you doing? There you go. I mean, yeah, but Freddie helping her out and being a manager is a little bit different, though. That's what I'm saying. It's a little bit different. Yeah, helped her out a couple of times, but being a manager, that's a little bit. Lobby said, Krista said, I'm more fit to run Crimson than Carly, I believe. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Lobby. What you thought today is double C? Ron said, "Yeah, Heather looks gorgeous. That's why Daniel can't keep his hands off of her. Or if Lulu wakes up from a coma, she could probably run Bobby's. Yeah, I don't see that happening, Jonathan." Terry says, "Nah, I'm just saying." Well, my bad, Jonathan. I will probably miss some people's comments from time to time, so don't take it personal, Jonathan. If I do miss your comment, okay, that's better. My damn drink isn't even filled. Hey, listen, Curry's Ron is just speaking the truth. Yes, Heather looks gorgeous. That's why Daniel can't keep his hands off of her. Well, I appreciate you though, Jonathan. Thank you. Double C says it felt like a filler. The kissing scene didn't do it for me. What kissing scene? I don't remember a kissing scene. And Double C in Days? And I'll be here for it. They're not gonna make it to Paris, Freddie. They're not gonna make it to Paris. Johnson says, "Did you hear that the two head writers are leaving the show?" Oof. Jonathan, do you think that's gonna be a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, Kyrie, Ron is just my boy Ron is just speaking facts. He says, "Well, I give the people more highlight time. I got some studying. See y'all soon. Good night, everyone. Have a good night, Kyrie." Thanks. Pretty said Friday spoiler says otherwise. That that Spencer and Trina are supposed to go to Paris. Oh wow, okay. Oh, okay. The break. You're right. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, yeah, because then Teresa started making up a bunch of excuses and lying and everything like that. And then she tried to manipulate Alex by simply saying, "Well, if you don't trust me, then I'm just gonna go back to LA. I'm just gonna go back to California." I'm like, okay, well then go back to California then. Darby says I meant that GH Heather is a seven, bro. Come on, Darby. I'm gonna sit there and I'm just gonna sit there and assume that you mean why not Heather. Johnson says, hopefully, good. Maybe the show will get back even more on Steam. Yes. I mean, of course, Freddie. I would love them to sit there and do locations on a location. They land in Paris on Friday. Okay. Cherry ice cream. How you doing tonight? Justin says Dante to Spencer. The nerve of Dante today to Spencer. Maybe I should be arresting you instead wrong. I think maybe Dante should lose that gun and badge for the time he's Michael a third. Alicia. All right. But here's the thing, though, Justin. Spencer should technically go to jail. Okay, he did aid in a bed unknown fugitive. So Dante actually wasn't wrong about that. But Alicia, how you doing tonight? Come on, bro. You know what, Darby? I'm just gonna count that as a trolling comment and just keep it moving. I am doing great, cherry ice cream. Oh yeah. I see Darby. Darby is That trolling energy tonight. I'm like, maybe back. I'm like Darby. Maybe back in the 1 year days. In the 1 year days, maybe. I'm glad to hear that, Alicia. Duan, how you doing tonight? Miss Bumblebee. That's where the final showdown will take place. Starring Nicholas, Trina, as Esme, Heather, and maybe Nicholas, Laura, and Ava. Justin said he covered for Michael a third time. I mean, okay. I mean, I get that. I'm just not just saying like, and you're probably right. You're probably right about that, Justin. I'm just not just saying it's not like Spencer doesn't deserve to go to jail. My heart wants would have listen, Darby. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So if you think that Heather from GH is you know bangable, then I'm not gonna knock you. Harriskin says, "How was GH? It was good for the most part. It was good for the most part. I enjoyed it for the most part. So yeah, whenever you get a chance to watch it, you enjoy it." One says Nina is going to get Carly&Drew. You damn right. Like I said, she's not lying that she's not taking that lying down. Ron says the best part of Rinse Repeat today was Dollar Bill and Poppy. That is Finn and Stephanie was boring. Not gonna lie, he's actually kind of right about that. That's the thing about Ron. Ron is the type of person that I will sit there and take about like 90% of some of the stuff that Ron says. I'm just like, and then there's that 10%. Lee is delusional and jealous of Poppy. And I see that 10% is kicking in. Duan says, well, Nina doesn't have to do a thing when you think about it. Elisa says Nina claims to want a relationship with Willow and the kiddos, but instead she focuses on Carly, who has a relationship with them. Darby says, I was afraid you were going to C block me the way you did with Nina. What you talking about? I Spy says Spencer and Trina may have tapped a few scenes before he went on a break. Spencer is taping his new Netflix show movie now. He is on location. Yeah, I'm just like I said, Esme is not just going to let them just ride into the sun. Okay, she's not just going to let them just ride off. She's going after them. Freddie says Ava looked like from Freddy's episode last week. She was about to break to help Esme find her child. Like Ava, don't feel bad for this girl. The same chick who teams up with her crazy dad to break Dad, you and Esme up and slept with Nicholas. Crystal says, as many times as Dante has turned a blind eye to Sonny, really? What does that have to do with okay. What does that have to do with Spencer committing the crime? It doesn't take away. See, this is something that I need y'all to understand. Okay? Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Ron. Glad he's feeling better. Here's the thing what y'all need to understand. Regardless of how many blind eyes he turns towards Sonny, what Spencer did was a crime. Let's not sit there and act like it wasn't a crime just because you're a Spencer fan. I'm a Sonny fan. Sonny deserves to go to jail many times over. Spencer deserves to go to jail for what he did. So let's not sit there and try to act like he doesn't. Joanne says Esme's going to wipe the floor with everyone on GH. That's my girl right there, Esme. Esmeralda. Esme says Esme has done too much evil on that show. When that happens, soon you have to exit. Spencer and Trina will win in the end. Time will tell. Time will tell. Police said Nina's been in a coma for 30 years. Carly's been a get back at your itch for years. I mean, that's true. But Nina's not done. Nina got the time and the resources to come at Carly. Debbie says what makes Laura think that she could make Esme admit her memories back when she knows most of her friends are guilty of murder with a hypocrite. Hmm. Side note, on Days of Our Lives, at this point, Maggie deserves to get exactly the one. That's what I said. Yeah, resources. Yeah, money, resources. Yeah, I put it this. I put it this way. Maggie, almost whatever Constantine does, I don't feel bad for you. Almost anything that happens to you, I don't feel bad for you. Alicia says resources won't bring back Sunny, but at least you know what will bring back Sunny? Maurice Bernard. Just want to throw it out there. That's what will bring Sunny back. Maurice Bernard saying so. Hey. It's the truth, Felicia. Johnson says Carly and Nina rivalry continues, and at one point those two barely interacted. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Joanne says, Albert, I heard Valentine is going to make Nina boss of ELQ. Oh, that's what's up. Ron says, Albert, agree. Maggie is going to learn the hard way. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said, Ron. I don't feel bad for her at this point because she's like, well, I didn't listen to y'all then, and I'm not going to listen to y'all now. Okay, do what the hell you want then. Those guys swindles you for all your money. You're going to be standing looking stupid. That's why I said that is why they killed Ryan's character off. Why they kill Victor off. Why they kill Elena off. The list goes on. Even if they bring them back from the dead. I get you. No, trust me, I get you. Uh, I get you, I Spy. Crystal says they beat Victor. Do you really think Esme may be much of a problem? Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Crystal. I got a lot of faith in my girl Esme. Esmeralda. Okay. Police said Maggie was wearing 6-inch heels in the snow. She's an idiot. Dolly was good. Freddie says, I understand Esme is desperate to find her baby, but the nerve to go to Ava when you made this woman's life a living hell. Then you slept with her man, then got pregnant by her. So we think, yeah, no, I trust me. It could be the mailman. But here's the thing. It's like you said, she's desperate. And you know what? No, screw that, Freddie. It can still be Spencer's. Okay? I'm going to sit there and say it. Baby A's could be Spencer's. Could be Spencer's. There, I said it. That's right. God damn it. The amazing, gorgeous Queen Janice in the chat. Hope you had a lovely day. DNA test first, exactly. Johnson says, I think Esme will kidnap Spencer and hold him hostage to get Nicholas to come home. I said the same thing in my review, Jonathan. Jay Blue, I'm on my way home to see GH. I like how Nina stood up against Drew on Friday. Finally finished Nashville, the actor who played Doc. Jay Blue, I love that show. Juan says, how could Ace be Spencer's? They both slept with him. I mean, Spencer did sleep with Esme, and just because he said that he didn't actually sleep with Exactly. That's like what I said, Janet. Just because he said he didn't sleep with her in a long time doesn't mean that it didn't happen. I'm just saying, like, honestly, tell you the truth, Juwan, there was no DNA test. So until a DNA test is confirmed, then I'm not gonna sit there and believe that. Did we get a DNA test? There was no DNA test. Ron says in Constantine was lucky Maggie showed up because Patch would have given him a good beatdown. A good beatdown. That's what I said, Jenna. I'm like, there was no DNA test. So yeah. Johnson says, and Esme would probably be like, you either give me back my son or I'll kill your son. Exactly. It makes sense. She doesn't have the resources to try to go out there and find him. Crystal says Esme and Mary from the bride. Oh, from the Bible. Okay. We don't know who Esme said with off screen. Yeah, like I said, Jolie says Belinda from Soldier has a theory that Spencer doesn't remember sleeping with her. Yeah, that's what I said. There's no DNA test. People listening to this saying, "Oh, it's not Spencer's because he said so." It's not Spencer's because he said so. I don't give a damn what he said. A DNA test didn't confirm that. Come back to me when you get a DNA test. Alicia, according to the story, Spencer hasn't slept with months. Oh, with her with months before the pregnancy. I get that. I'm just saying. What I'm saying is, until there's a DNA test, I'm not going to fully believe it. Juan says Spencer, Esme has Spencer baby or Sheila Carter is pregnant. Could be both. Billy says, remember Esme used to be cool with blanking people. Yes. The one and only Queen Jess is in the chat. That's right. Empress Jess has entered the room. Autumn. Yeah, but I kind of wanted Nina to prove everyone narrative about her wrong, but hey, they say the most dangerous person is the person who has nothing to lose. I'm kind of the Carly and Nina, or you're kind of the Carly and Feeney needs to stop. Hey, Autumn. It's good to see you. Johnson says Stephen Weber should return to Port Charles. He's Esme's half brother. He's probably the only one who can reach her. Or Kevin. I mean, how they didn't really actually have anything with that. Ron says, Albert, why is Lee always mad? I see why Jack got into Sheila's panties and impregnated her. Well, yeah, I mean, the whole resting bitch face doesn't help. Double C says G's could rewrite and make Spencer the father. Yeah, exactly. Elise said, look at it this way. Esme is not saying Nicholas ain't baby daddy, so into difference, he's not a kidnapper. Well, what he did wasn't illegal, also. Ron says people are getting nude on Games of Thrones. I thought that was always a thing. High Spot says the Soap can write Spencer as the father, but I don't think they will, since Esme probably going to be written off the show. Why do you think that is it something to do with her contract or something? Freddie says, poor Ace, I could relate. I never knew my father. I had a stepfather that's been in my life since I was 6. Ah. Just as I'm surprised it's not considered kidnapping, but then again, there was no custody order, I guess. Yeah. I was surprised too, Jess, but when he said it, I was like, oh, okay, well, here's the thing though, Jess. Spencer can still go to jail. He did aid in the bed a known fugitive. Autumn says, I think Carly and Nina are one of the same. They keep doing things to each other, going tip for tap, but this time Carly needs to take some sense, talk some sense into Drew. Carly says she wanted peace of mind. Very true. And Ungame Miller was good. Just says so a parent can just take the kid away and there's no kidnapping. It's yeah, it is actually pretty weird. But just that's why Dante said I have to talk to Esme. Because like if she didn't know, then it's a little bit different. Exactly, he was Laura B. That's why when people listen there in the chat and you try and defend Dante, I mean, defend Spencer, talking about well Dante should lose his job and he should lose his badge. I'm just like, the hell are you talking about? Ungames had trouble growing my channel, but I'm okay. I will take a look at that. Jesus Christ. You have trouble growing your channel, bro. You got more subs than me. What? Hmm. I do any videos? No, 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 no. I see. I'm just saying, like you're you got like I said, you got more. Also, I read. I'm gonna take a look at your channel. Let me save one of your videos. I'm gonna take a look at your channel. Just as it just gets tricky, like so your parents can't kidnap you. It is a little, but it's also it's weird though too, because it's like he did sit there and what's good, Crystal? Uh, Crystal Walters. Johnson says in 3 months from now, Warner Brothers could end up being sold to Comcast. I'm actually okay with that. And yes, make sure you do hit the like button because it really does actually help. Okay. You almost had 2K. I can help in some way. Well, you know what? I actually tell you, on game, we can actually help each other. So yeah, we got 33 people in the chat. We got 23 likes. So if you are enjoying the stream, make sure you do hit the like button because it really does help. Yeah, no, I'm gonna take a look at your channel tonight. Or save one of your things, one of your videos. Christmas Christmas says Spencer spoke facts. Sonny did shoot Dante in the chest and he covered for his dad. Alicia says parents can determine custody by agreement. If they can't agree, they go to court. Esme shall file an emergency petition for custody, get the court cops involved. Very true. And just said, why was Olivia hiding in the bathroom? LOL. No one's seen her since. Olivia still sucks. Damn. Freddie said, I don't care if I'm not related to my adopted parents. They are my parents. They better than my real parents. Yeah, no, at the end of the day, love is love. That's what it really comes down to. Um, Biology is not going to determine love. So, yes, I agree with that. iSpy says Esme has to go because when she gets her memories back, all she wanted was getting revenge on Trina again. I am too, Jess. Ron says Albert Thatcher's playing Sheila gives some hints about her character on social media platform. I wonder what it's about. Do you think it's going to be about a baby, Ron? Do you think that she's hinting that maybe her character's gonna have a baby? And yeah, Crystal. I mean, Crystal. Yeah, he did cover it, but at the end of the day, doesn't matter. Spencer committed a Spencer committed a crime. Okay, so he should still go to jail. Yeah, people seem to saying Dante should have lost his job, yada yada yada, blah 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 blah. It doesn't change the fact that Spencer committed a crime. Now, Alicia says Olivia actually claimed to love both Sonny and Ned, but she stabbed both in the back. Yeah, I mean, she let Sonny marry a duplicitous woman like Nina, knowing what kind of woman she is and what she done to his family, and she let Ned take smoke for stuff that he didn't do just to quote unquote keep the peace. Ron says, I'm hoping she does, Albert. Wouldn't that just be something, Ron? Barbie says a kidnapping doesn't stake Spencer's aid and better. Boy says Spencer didn't have to turn and his father. Really? I mean, I feel kind of dumb since they're saying that because I'm like, I know you are like in the law department and stuff like that. Um, Freddie says, even though I'm turned 30 today, I'm not going to lie, Albert. It still kind of hurts that my biological parents didn't want nothing to do with me when I was a baby, and worse, they were blank addicts. Oof. Yeah, but like I said, you got good people in your life, and they may not be your blood, but they still love you nonetheless. So, um, I guess it's always good to sit there and count your blessings. But I see what you're saying, though. Krista says Sonny married Carly several times. I Spy says Spencer committed a crime, but his heart was in the right place. Well, I mean, yes, there's no doubt about where his heart, you know, it says obviously like duplicitous. Okay. Um, the point is, Olivia should have said something, and she didn't. You know, if my friend was sitting there marrying somebody who was a duplicitous woman who did something like that, I'm gonna say something. I'm not just gonna sit there and just be like, "Yeah, bro, you're happy. That's all that really matters." Ron says, yes, I would rather have Sheila be pregnant than watching Bourne, Dry, Hope, and Thomas so-called relationship. Yes, because, watching a woman who is 60 something years old be pregnant sounds like a lot of fun. Just as Spencer didn't have any proof that Esme got her memory back, and that's not enough to justify to hand your brother away. Very true. Obviously, sorry that came out wrong. Spencer could be arrested because he aided and abetted Nicholas, even if helping him takes Ava isn't considered kidnapping by New York standards. Yeah. Ace. Oscar says Esme is pure evil. She could be like her father. She could be like okay. She could be like her father. Used the kid to do her evil deeds like her father did. I see in her. But see, it says she could be like her father. Yeah, she could be like her father. She can also change. She also is a mother now. And to sit there and say that, she can't sit there and love her son because she did some bad stuff. Mm, Jay Blue says if Spencer has said no to Nicholas, Nicholas would have left without Ace. Intuition doesn't lie. Yeah. Ugh, is it always? I really didn't mix this together. No, Alicia says Spencer didn't aid Nicholas by not turning him in. Have a duty. We don't have a duty to turn in criminals. Generally, Nick wasn't there that long, and Spencer doesn't know where he's going. Hmm. I Spy says, but her character shows she can't change because she immediately wanted to revenge Trina once she got her memories back. Okay, doesn't I can get that part. I can get behind that part. But she can still sit there and love her. She can still sit there and love her child too. And I get what you're saying, I Spy. Freddie says, "Albert, I'm 30 now. I may have not had a great upbringing from my biological parents, but with my adopted parents, I had most of my life bring happiness, so I'm grateful." That's good to hear. Yeah, I mean, I know you're right on some level, Crystal. Big Nate, how you doing? I'm happy that the parents I have raised me most of my life, so I'm happy. I'm happy for you, Freddie. I mean, I get it with Esme. You know, to sit there and say she's pure evil, it's a little kind of extreme. If we're going to be honest, it's a little kind of extreme. Jay Blue says, I just don't understand why Esme wanted revenge against Trina. She was the one doing harm all along to Trina. She also got out because of Trina. She got out of jail because of Trina, so that is a little kind of. Ron says, I don't see what's so good about this Hope and Thomas thing. I see many viewers in the comments saying if they break up, I'm not watching. Like, really? They're not in a relationship. She's using him. Hmm. And Queen Becky D's in the chat. What's good? Yeah, I don't know about the whole purely evil thing. I mean, yes, she wants to get back at Trina and stuff like that. That doesn't take away her love for her son. And yeah, Crystal, yeah, Nicholas has a right to his child, but you know, the way he's going about it is like is as backwards. You don't sit there and do something like that. Alicia, John Black looked like somebody ran him over with an 18 wheeler. Alicia, this dude woke up like he was about to do kung fu on his wife. I literally sat there, was like, what the heck? Like, he was like, what is this? What was he gonna do to Marlene at that point? I laughed my ass off so hard when I saw that. I was like, John, do you know Cobra Kai? Are you about to pull some Cobra Kai on her? Well, said that karate stance job made. I laughed my ass off. I did. I laughed my ass off. I was like, yo, what the hell are you doing, bro? Who the hell wakes up like, you know what, never mind. Cyrus says yes, but the writers is indicating she is capable of using that child for revenge. Cyrus indicated that in the hospital, had her own mother said today something to that. Thank you, Jonathan. You know I gotta sit there and represent GH. You gotta rep Jonathan. I want to get I want to get the other three. I want to get the other three. Thank you, Jonathan. Just said why did Chase in Brooklyn pressured Gregory like he said he didn't want to leave him be. Yeah, it was a little OD. He was like, my ALS may start acting up. I don't think that's a good idea. No, you can do it. We don't care if you fumble up on some words. Okay, but that's kind of embarrassing for him to do. He doesn't want to be in a room full of people messing up like that. Jay Blue says Esme can carpent, compartmentalize her feelings. I believe her love for Ace is genuine. I do as well. Ron says, Albert, what's your take on Brad Bell saying that he doesn't care about viewers saying and he doesn't care what anyone thinks? Um, I think it's brave and also stupid at the same time, Ron. I think it's brave and stupid. Freddie says, I miss being in my 20s already. Now that I turned 30, I'm going to have to get used to it. Hmm. Freddie says, what are your thoughts on the recent changes for GH when it comes to co-head writers? I don't think Patrick, but Elizabeth, she has a love, affection, bias for Carly. Oh, well, then she definitely got to go. Nate, if that's the case, Elizabeth definitely got to go. I don't know much about Patrick, but Elizabeth definitely got to go. That's what I think, Nate. She definitely got to go. Because, and this is what I said before. I literally said, I was like, this is what I said when I said that the show has been very Carly centric. And when you got a bias ass writer like that, Nate, that's a problem. But yeah, Ron, I think it's brave and stupid at the same time. Ron, at the end of the day, you can't please everyone. You just simply can't. So when people start complaining over and over and over again, there's only so much you can do before you're just like, yes. Lisa said Brady can stay with Alex and Teresa about 15 minutes. Brady stayed at Alex and Teresa about 15 minutes too long, awkward. Yeah, but honestly, tell you the truth, Alicia, I probably would have wound up telling Teresa she can go back to California. You're gonna be sitting there making out with another man in my place? You gonna literally sit there and cheat on me in my place? Very true, Crystal. Very true. Johan. It's actually funny. I was not there because I was doing some research on Red, and I was thinking about you because I'm gonna drop the video soon on Red. There's some stuff I want to make sure that I got my facts straight first, though, because there's some stuff that I read that I was like, oh, it ain't good. But I want to make sure it's true before I actually say what I read. Freddie says, but the more older I get, the more I learn new things every day. Hmm, it's a good way of looking at it. Freddie, you are very wise beyond your years. Crystal says Esme loves her ace, but that love won't prevent her from using him as a pawn to get sympathy. Though her wanting him in court, that's true. That's true. That's Walters. That is actually very true. Yeah, I was. Cause Johan, I was at work and I was like, I don't want to be here. So like, I was looking at my phone, just kind of like trying to find information and stuff. But I think Wednesday I'll probably be able to really just like, take some time, like at least a good couple, like an hour or so, just to kind of really look through stuff to make sure that I got my facts straight. But it ain't good. It ain't good, Johan. It ain't good. Now, I Spy says Carly is a rat. Never liked her. She gets away with everything. Nina is the only woman to get her where it hurts. I don't like cheaters, but Carly wasn't giving Sonny a shot when he came back. I Spy is laying down some facts. Have a night, J Blue. It was really great to see you. Yeah, exactly. At least it was just a little slip of the tongue. Oh, yeah, no, definitely be careful. And black ice is not fun. I just can't. Just as it's facts that Carly is a rat. You're an I Spy. I Spy is coming in with that fire. Daisy Flower. Nina needs to move on. She still has her half of the Metro Court. How did she think she would keep her job? Yeah, Johan, it might be. It might be. But it's honest to tell you, the truth, Johan, it's even worse than that. Yeah, Daisy Flower. Nina ain't taking it lying down. Nina is Daisy Flower. Nina is not taking it lying down. Absolutely, as she should, Daisy Flower. I suppose says Carly won't let her move on. Carly won't let her move on. I Spy, I'm glad you're in this chat. Duan says only reason I watch B&B is the time slot it comes on. Hmm. Well, it's also a really short soap opera. It has its interesting moments. Now, Lisa says Nina is the rat, but is she the rat or okay? Yeah, I don't really have a I don't really have a comeback line for that. I don't actually have a comeback line for that. Well, just Carly is the queen of keeping children away from parents away from their children. Gemini, what's good, Gemini? He's going to do what he wants to do. It's his show, and if fans have a problem with the writing, then don't watch. Ooh, and that's a bold move. And Big Samuel's in the chat. Daisy Flaw says Nina turned her boss into the SEC. Yeah, but honestly, to tell you the truth, what Drew did also was illegal. You can't fire somebody for simply retaliating. I Spy says well Nina needs to eat Carly like a piece of cheese. Samuel says I think Nina would have been okay if it been just Drew, but because Carly has to stick her nose in everything is the reason why Nina don't need to let her off. Gemini says Nina never learns nothing. Freddie says Drew is a bonehead. Yeah, but think about it. Carly kept not one but two of her children a secret. Okay, that's gonna piss anybody off. Daisy Flores says Carly is not even thinking about Nina. Nina needs therapy with Kevin. Well, Carly's gonna be too busy running Crimson to the ground. Because she has no experience running a magazine. Just as why do you constantly make Nina the victim? I mean, Nina got fired for technically reporting a crime. Gemini says Albert is Drew's company at the end of the day, even though it was a dumb business move. And that's the thing. Another thing, Gemini, it was a dumb business move. Ethically, it was wrong. She only reported a crime, and Nina and Drew making business decisions on his feelings. How even Carly realized that she wasn't fit for the job, and yet she got talked into doing a job that she wasn't fit for. Becky says, and when does Nina have a halo? We say Nina's job has nothing to do with her so-called whistleblowing. Drew can fire Nina, let her sue. You can fire at will. It doesn't, but that's the thing though, Daisy Flower. It doesn't make it right. I should tell you the truth. You acting like Drew did the right business decision. Um, Simon says Carly keeps the shit going. I don't care what nobody says. She keeps the shit going, and you don't care what nobody says. Okay. And Jess says, "Stop with this experience BS. Nina didn't have experience. Yeah, but Nina had Maxie. Who does Carly have? Who does Carly have? I'll wait." Ron says, Albert, did you see the promos for days this week? And Everett telling Stephanie, I gotta tell you the truth, but I have a feeling there's going to be an interruption. There usually is, Ron. There usually is. I Spy says, and you're right, Ron, there's gonna be one. I Spy says Carly is full of manipulation. She was doing what Nina accused her of. She was trying to come between Willow and her grandchildren, but play innocent. Alicia says, I would fire her too. Are you kidding me? Exactly, Tracy. Oh, hell no. And what's good, Tracy? See, that argument is no, actually, Tracy. No, actually, Jess, you didn't give me. Who does Carly have? Who does Carly have to sit there and help her out with running Crimson? You sit there saying it's lazy, but you didn't give me an answer. So why don't we start with you giving me an answer, and then we can just kind of just work that out. Krista says again, whistleblowers are protected. Icewell says Drew is a weakling. Wait till Jason comes back. Carly will show Drew the door. And a happy Monday, Tracy. Just as Maxie is one person, she is not the only person who knows how to run a magazine. Okay, but you didn't give me somebody who can help her though. You didn't give me anyone that can help her. One says Carly has Jaws. Yeah, okay. Samuel says Carly has never had experience in anything yet. She always gets to come out on top. That's what I'll be saying about the writers of GH. They favor Carly no matter what she has done. Just, you didn't give me who can actually help her. Okay, so okay, so Nina had Maxie. Okay, so we're just gonna pull some out of thin air. Jess says she can literally hire anyone. I don't know how to run a firm, but I can hire lawyers, right? That's just like the simplest throwaway answer, Jess. It's okay. Okay. Sammy says, I'm actually going to help once she found out what Drew and Carly did to Nina. Hell to the no. Spy says, don't get me wrong, Nina annoys me so very much because she cries and apologizes too much. Police said, thank you, Jess. And Jess, AB argument is lazy and weak. It's really not, though. It's really not. Duan says, maybe Willa can. I'm going to take that as a trolling comment and just keep moving. Becky says Maxie and Nina are not the only two women who can run the dang magazine. Carly can hire good help. But saying, okay, Tracy says, so we're just going to pull somebody out. That's exactly. Thank you, Tracy. Because that's, I mean, yes, Smith is saying that she can hire someone. Cool. We going to get a new character? Just as no, your argument lacks logic. That's like saying no one can apply for jobs ever because they don't have experience. Hmm. Okay. Um, Lisa, talent is a dime a dozen. Carly can hire the right person. She has management skills. She'll be fine. Okay. Sammy says, and Drew is running around sounding stupid like he ain't break the law. Please send that man back to Pine Valley off my screen. I'm sorry, what? Just as I can do your job. And it says, shit, I could do your job and I have no experience. I'm sorry, you wanna prove that? You wanna just swap out? I mean, Alicia, she. I just. I'm like, Jesse, my girl right now, but please just. Yeah, Jess. I mean, yeah, Alicia. That's one word for it. But I mean, also tell you the truth, Alicia, she's kind of all talk on that one. So, but I would love if you can actually back it up. You said you could do my job, but guess what? You won't. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, but you're not going to. You're not going to take me up on my challenge. And I love how she says that in all caps. iSpot says Carly has no fashion style. Carly needs to learn how to dress to fit into a fashion magazine ahead, but the writers can write in her favor because they're going to let Carly win. And yes, that's very true. Yeah, Jess. You wanna back up that little bit of boasting you just did there? Come on. Ron says Jada called him Bobby, but I'm confused. Maybe he has a twin because he came to Salem telling Stephanie he was in the coma. I'm just, I'm just saying, Alicia. Um, I don't think that she understands. I'm actually trying to. Hmm. Johnson says, I think Drew and Carly ousted Nina could backfire on them, whether Nina gets back at them or not. That's very true. Like I said, Carly did sit there and say that, like, she's not fit for that job. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know? Ron, oh, yeah. Ron, I'm actually looking forward to that, though. Let me stop. Let me stop. Okay. What happened to my damn music guide? High Spark says Maxie is not loyal to Nina because she is Nina's sister-in-law. Maxie flip-flops. Ooh, three? Okay. Got to get up at three. Have a good night, cherry ice cream. Just you don't you don't want to go there, Jess. Like I said, Chad, she was all talk. Okay, all right. That's the last dig I'm gonna sit there and get at you. I promise, Jess. Last dig. It's the last one. But yes, have a good night, cherry ice cream. I'm sorry, Jess. Would you like to sit there and take me up on that challenge one day between this week and next week? Oh, I dare you. I dare you. We'll sit there and we'll switch. Since she thinks she can do my job, that's you don't want to do that, Jess. Just bow out gracefully. I'm giving you an out. Samuel says, I'm so proud of Olivia today for staying neutral and being somewhat of a friend of Nina. Jess says, you want to swap jobs. Listen, Jess, if you say that you can sit there and do what I'm doing, then I'm going to challenge you to it. You don't want me to challenge you to it. You don't want that. Like I said, it'd just be a good idea if you just say, okay, Poppy, you're right. I was wrong once again. And we'll just forget about this whole thing. Yeah. Jamel says Nina needs to worry about do her marriage and not get revenge. Well, maybe she can do both. Ron says, so Albert, if and when Belle writes a pregnancy story for Sheila, then what the viewers would think. They would think it would be weird for a woman that's in her mid 60s to get pregnant. Just says you should see women. No, Duan, it's about her thinking that she can actually do what I do. And me Smith is offering her a challenge and her, well, yeah. Alicia says again, Carly knows how to run a business. Okay, but running a business, but they're not the same though. Like running a hotel and running a magazine is not the same. That's the thing though, Alicia. It's not like running Kelly's or Bobby's. Krista says, "Oh please, Brenda," where Wyatt and Sonny was still sniffing after her in the end. Like to lose her husband for being stupid. Olivia is not smart. Damn. Thank you, Becky. Thank you. Yes. No, make sure you do hit the like button. We get more people in every day because of that. We do. I'm gonna sit there and check, but we do get more people though. So if you could hit the like button, thank you, Queen Becky D. Samuel says it's not that Nina isn't smart, she just doesn't give a damn. When Nina asks, are there even, they didn't answer to further let Nina know she got the go ahead to give it right back to them. Hmm. Samuel says, but Albert Carly ran a hotel with no experience. That's true. But Carly didn't run a hotel by herself. She ran it with Jax, right? When she first started, she started with Jax. It's and that's the thing, Gemini. See, I gave Carly credit because Carly was like, you know what? Let me sit there and step back because I can't run this magazine. I'm gonna run it into the ground. Julia said Nina can't sue Monique. She signed a separate contract. Nina can't. Oh, hey, Monique is in the chat. Monique, if you're in the chat, um, sorry I missed you for some odd reason. Oh, there you go. Oh, my bad, Monique. Gemini says running all hotel is not for the faint of heart. It's not. I'm just saying, Gemini. She had Jax when she did that. Ron says, Albert, if you had to choose between Melinda and Lee, my money is on Melinda, although they both can't get the damn man. Well, yeah, I mean, boss women usually can't, but I'm gonna go with Melinda still. But no, my bad, Monique. Sorry I didn't see you when you first came in. Just says, oh, that's right, she did sign and it's specifically said in the contract that you can't pursue legal action. Samuel says, I would just prefer Nina to be like Tracy type. Just have her not give a damn and let her wear a proud. Yes, and see, and that's the thing, Samuel. I've been saying that for a hot minute. I've been saying that for a hot minute. My whole thing is like, she didn't need to go on this apology tour. Alicia says, let's take Elon Musk. How many different businesses does he run? Then again, maybe that's not a good example. I'm just saying, like, Bobby's, the hotel, and the fashion magazine, they're not the same, you know? I said the same thing, Monique. I was like, you know what? About goddamn time. About time. Thank you. Samuel says running a hotel versus running a magazine is totally different. Y'all comparing oranges and apples. Thank you, Samuel. Lisa Jax didn't run the hotel. He just filtered and oh, he just filtered in and out. Ispy says Sonny will forgive Nina because the actor that plays Sonny says yes. I said the same thing. I Spy. I was like he will forgive. I was like Sonny will forgive um Nina because Maurice Bernard wants to work with Steny Wachos. Samuel says if a magazine about hotels, maybe Carly stands a chance. Samuel says Albert is a fashion magazine, not a newspaper. What's the big deal? Okay. All right. One says the only difference between Carly and Nina is that Carly wasn't born into money where Nina was. Duan says it's because fans of Carly feels she got retribution. I just don't. I don't understand. Ron says to Abby, you don't think that the ratings will blow up with a 60-year-old Sheila giving. Ron, I had to sit there and try to put a straight face while reading that sentence. Ron says to Albert, you don't think that the ratings will blow up with a 60-year-old Sheila giving birth to a child? I think that people would probably sit there and have the same reaction and be like, what the hell is Brett is this man doing with this show? Becky D says, I think we all will be surprised since there are news writers for GH. Osby says no, Bobby and the magazine business are not the same, but to make Harley win, they will come up with something. Which goes exactly, Osby always goes back to my whole is General Hospital too Carly centric? Elisa says people need to stop thinking so small about running businesses. It's a muscle memory running things. I don't. Freddie says Carly always going to be that girl y'all need to worship. Hold on, let me. Whoa, hold on. All right, hold on. Freddie says Carly going to be that girl. Y'all Nina worshippers can say the same thing about her because hello, she ratted Carly out. That will always be connected to Sunny, especially because they share kids. Gemini says 60-year-old Sheila being pregnant is big. I can't. I can't. That Ron is a Ron is a very special man. Jenna, Johnson says if Nina goes through whatever she plans to do to get back at Carly&Drew, then she'll lose any chance to she lose any chance she has to win back Willow's trust. That's very true. That is very true. Jonathan being the voice of reason. You have a very good point. But honestly, to tell you the truth, again with Willow, you forgave Harmony and she put you in a cult, woman. Like seriously, you forgave a woman who I can't with her. I'm gonna sound like somebody in the chat, but at this point, maybe Nina needs to just forget Willow and just stay with Sasha. Ron says, well, Albert, Bell says that Deacon and Shiv will have a storyline that will be jaw dropping that catches everyone by surprise. It's probably going to be the wedding story. But I know, Ron, I know. You are hoping that Sheila is pregnant and that's going to be the jaw dropping moment that, yeah. Please said, can Nina get her rat like Johnson says Nina needs a voice of reason in her life. And you're giving her that, my friend. Darby says maybe giving up Willow and her grandkids are for the best for Nina. At this point, why not? Crystal says if Sheila is pregnant, then they should write Nina pregnant. American monster baby. Damn. iSpot says they are all for Carly. The writers love Carly's character. Look how they made Sam look like a fool. That's true. That's true. Hmm, that's very true. And Elisa says troll. I don't get it. That's very true though. I'm like, how Sam's gonna be that forgiving towards Carly? Oh, I just want to sit there and check up on you, make sure you're okay. Oh, goddamn, Jess. You really think that the grandkids are best without their grandma Nina? Huh, Jess? Darby says Willow is like an open sore on Nina for Carly to pick with. Freddie says, but the thing about Nina is when things don't go Nina's way and expect everyone to look past her constant mistakes, she turns toxic and I can see that. And Jess says yes. Okay. Have a good night, Monique. Thank you for joining. Kristen says Carly was co-owner of Deception Cosmetics in year 2000 with Laura and then owned Cloud. Hmm. Oh, exactly. No longer. Yeah, it's good to see you again. It's good to see you again. Well, I should tell you the truth. It's nice to see you again. I'll sit there and say that much. I gotta actually learn how to pronounce your name again. Stahl, I think. Duan says, I think Nina is better off without Willow. Hmm. All right, Duan. I like your style. I like your style. It's good. It's good thinking right there. Good thinking. Ron says, how can Lee call her sister and niece gold diggers? Yeah, that is out of pocket. As far as if I was saying, I would have dumped Jason when they gave Carly power of attorney over her when he had to have surgery. And Crystal says Carly does not want Crimson. She's going to be miserable. Yeah, and if you stop and think about it, she's gonna be running Bobby's and Crimson. Come on, the only reason why she's sitting there doing it. Well, it's good. It's good to see you. It is good to see you. That's why I said the orange thing. I was like, wait, that's a name I haven't seen in a hot minute. Elisa says Ava and Nina are buds. At least Carly didn't force a birth. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. I cannot sit there and defend. Well, I can't defend that. That I cannot defend. Just stopping by for. Well, it was good to see you. I hope I get to see you again. Johnson says Maggie's going to be destroyed when Cops teach her intention. You know what, Jonathan? I am not gonna feel sad when he screws over Maggie. Oh, Krista. Krista. Lisa AB, you need to turn in your name. I just, me. I gotta sit there and try to see things from both sides. You know how I roll. Willow is the only sane one. Oh, Krista. Oh, Krista. Jesus Christ. Thank you, Krista. It's good to see you again. So you've been gone so long, I have to sit there and kind of relearn how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry, what, Jessica? What did you just say? What did you just sit there and say? iSpy says Nina loves Willow. She deserves a chance with her daughter. Carly loves to control other women's children, but you better not interfere with her. I'm assuming or them. No, no, I mean Jess. I'm sorry. It was just a simple song. Just it won't happen again. Okay, I was just it was just kind of a mistake. Crystal says, but Carly has done so much more, especially to her own mother and AJ. Very true. Exactly, Laura B. See, team. So you get me. You get me, Laura B. And it was just slip of the tongue. What happened again, Jess? Johnson says, like one day to see a scene on GH with Willow unleashes her inner Nina. Hmm. Well, that'll make her interesting, Jonathan. I'll tell you that much. Ron says, but Albert Bell doesn't care what anyone says. So if he writes Sheila being pregnant, her belly starts to show. So, well, Ron, when you put it that way, that sounds interesting. Just says Carly doesn't control other people's children; they just love her. I mean, look at Nina, who, god damn, yeah, it's just I haven't seen you in the chat in a while, so Crystal. Yeah, that's why I said. See, that's why I gotta see you in the chat more. Oh shit. Darby says Willow loves playing the victim against her evil villain mother Nina. Eyes Wide says Carly loves to control other women's children and play mommy, but another woman better not interfere with her children. Look like Ava's daughter spends more time at Carly's house calling her Carly Mama too. Yeah, that was always out of pocket for me. That was always out of pocket. Her relationship with Ava's daughter was always out of pocket for me. Because part of me was just like, you do realize that is Ava's daughter, right? You know, that's actually a really good question. It's actually a really good question, Laura B. Ron says, Albert, how will Hope and Finn find about Sheila being pregnant, but Brooke will say, I won't allow it? It's very true. Crystal says, Danny on YNR is an idiot. Yes, Crystal, that's why I said that he's a scumbag and a coward, just like his daddy. Yeah, now that I think about it, Lord, yeah, now that I think about it, I haven't seen her in a while. Oh, she is okay. Maybe I'll sit there and try to find her Insta. Oh, Freddie says, like Carly said, Nina lies to everyone, and the person she lies to the most is herself. Even Willow agrees with Carly. Well, I have my own theories about that. Hmm. Yes, very, very, very true. I'm gonna have to sit there and try to look into that at some point. I know it's two places that she's usually goes to, but unfortunately, I'm gonna have to sit there in the live stream here because I gotta wake up like ridiculously duty early. And yes, I did sit there and say duty. But yes, I do want to thank everyone for joining. This was a lot of fun. I appreciate y'all all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. I did not sit there and promote my membership, which I'm gonna have to do that tomorrow. Thank you, Jonathan. No, this was actually a lot of fun, and I was definitely sit there and email you, and we can sit there and talk about details, my friend Jonathan. Have a good night, Jonathan. Have a good night, Blackmon. Have a good night, Laura B. And Darby says, quit your job and keep talking. Trust me, Darby, I plan on doing it at some point. Have a good night, Ron. Have a good night, Queen Jess. Have a good night, Laura B. Have a good night, Anjanetta. Have a good night, Freddie. Have a good night, Ronnie Ron. Have a good night, Alicia. Yes, me too, Jonathan. It's going to be fun. We have a lot of fun, Jonathan. Have a good night, Darby. Have a good night, Duan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a good night, Alicia. Have a good night, I Spy. Have a good night, Crystal. Have a good night, Crystal Walters. Yes, it was good to see you, I Spy. Definitely come through again. Join us next time for another edition of Soul Chat with our Bosnick. Thank you, my friend Jonathan. Tamara, you have a great night. It was good to see you. Yes, like my friend Jonathan says, make sure you do hit the like button on the way out because it really does help. We get new people in because of that. Yeah. Have a night, Queen Becky D. Have a night, Queen Janet. Have a night, Crystal. It was really great to see you again. Yes, yes, yes. Everyone have a great night. Stay safe. And I will see you in the next live stream. Laters.